Right, so I'm back, and again, this league is starting, La Liga is starting, so I want to make my own predictions about them. And this is my second video of 3 because 3 leagues are starting all at the same time this Friday, I believe. So hopefully this will be out before the league starts. But yeah, anyways, my favorite team is Barcelona, hence why I'm wearing the Barcelona jersey. And of course I follow this league, not completely, but I do follow at least the big teams. And yeah, hopefully we'll see if I get the predictions correct. And let's just get straight into it. Right off the bat, in 20th we have Rao Sociedad. Their team, it's not that good, but I mean they are a newly promoted side, so it's quite obvious that they would be around the relegation spots, and I put them in 20th just because I know in the past they haven't done too well and did get relegated as soon as they got brought back up, so that's why I'm sending them right back down in 20th place. I'm sorry, Vallecano fans, but yeah, in 20th. That's all I got to say for them. 19th, I have Elche. Elche actually survived relegation last season, and I just don't see it happening this season. They finished in 17th last season. They barely made it out, but this time I don't see it happening. I see them going down because they don't have that much of a good squad. Their squad is not too good. So yeah, Elche 19th and going back down to the 2nd division. Not the best, but sorry. In 18th, I have Rcd Espanol, which is another Catalan club, actually a big rival of Barcelona, but since they got relegated, they haven't been that much of a big rival. It will be interesting to see them play up against Barcelona without Messi this time, but I mean, Rcd Espanol are still a fantastic team, but I don't see them finishing any higher than 18th. If they survive relegation, I'll be happy because it'll be another Catalan side that it will be in the Spanish top flight, but still I don't see them staying up this season. They'll just barely get relegated, and yeah, sorry about that, but going back down into the 2nd division yet again. In 17th, I have a team that was newly promoted, but I have them actually finishing above the relegation spots just by a hair. I feel like they'll just make it barely by like a point or a few points, and by goal difference I feel like they'll make it. Is Mallorca, the other newly promoted side. I feel like they have a pretty decent squad, and honestly I just want them to do well in this season. So yeah, I'm putting them in 17th. Surviving relegation, not comfortably, it'll be very close, but yeah, surviving relegation in 17th. In 16th, I have Levante. Levante are a good squad, and honestly, I kind of hate them for that one game where they beat us 5-4, where we could have won the league invincible. But anyways, that's besides the point. Levante are a good team, but they had a pretty poor season last time out, and I feel like they'll have an even worse season this time out. So yeah, having them finished in 16th, close to relegation, maybe fighting for relegation, but they'll comfortably avoid it by a little bit. They'll be a few points ahead of Mallorca. In 15th, I have Cadiz. Cadiz, they overperformed in my opinion. I feel like they overperformed. They finished in 12th last season. I feel like that's a very good finish for them. I believe they were newly promoted side, so very good on them, but I feel like it'll be a second season syndrome, and we'll be in amongst the relegation spots, and we'll be 15th. 15th is a okay finish for them, but I feel like they could have done better, but I feel like they could also do worse. So 15th is a good finish for them. In 14th, oh my, how the mighty have fallen. Getafe were up in the Europa League spots a few seasons ago, and now I'm putting them in 14th. Ooh, that's how bad they are doing so far. It's just last season, wow, massively underperformed, and it's just wow. I remember I was planning to do a predictions for them for last season, and I put them amongst like 8th, I want to say, but nope, they finished much lower than I expected. But I think they'll finish 14th, as I've said before. So 14th for Getafe. In 13th now I have Deportivo Alaves. Alaves also had a pretty good season. I want to say 2 seasons ago they had a really good start, and then they just fell off. They even beat Barcelona and Real Madrid that season, but then again they fell off, and last season didn't go so well. But I feel 13th is a okay finish for them, and they have good players like Lucas Perez and many others. Sorry, I can't think of any other at the moment because I'm not too familiar with them, but still, Deportivo Alaves are a great squad, but I don't see them any higher than 13th. Even an even bigger squad now, Valencia, who have definitely fallen off a lot. Put them in 12th. I put them in 12th, and honestly, last season, before the season started, I put them in 18th, and luckily they didn't get relegated, but it's just that I predicted them to do horribly because of their new squad, because many of their great players had been sold, like Kondogbia and Parejo. It's what I expected, but luckily that didn't happen, and they're still in this league. But I still don't see them doing anywhere near the expectations of them. I used to think they were like, oh, top 6, top 5 in this league, but now I don't see it. So I want to say 12th for them. I honestly, now that I'm saying it, I feel like they might prove me wrong and go much higher. But then again, I can also see them going lower. But either way, 12th place for Valencia. 11th place now. I am putting a lot of faith into this team, but I'm putting Osasuna in 11th place. I feel like Osasuna are a good squad, have a good team, and they could definitely do well. I feel like if some results go their way, if they play well for at least a good portion of the season, they could get even higher. But their quality does seem to falter at times, as we saw last season. They did play well against the big teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, but I just see them finishing in 11th. Halfway point now, in 10th place, I have Celta Vigo. They have a really good squad. I keep saying that for all these teams, but the Celta Vigo is actually one of the teams that I actually know more, because they have a really good squad. They actually loaned in a few Barcelona players. They had a few players at their team that I really loved, and they still have their main captain and their main source of goals, which is Iago Aspas, who's still a fantastic player, who was in the Spain national team for a few games, and I think even for the World Cup. So you can see that there is definitely quality there, and that's why I'm putting them in 10th. They do have definite qualities that could carry them at times and could push them to finish high up, like in 10th. 9th place now, I have Granada. Granada definitely, again, I feel like they overperformed. I believe they finished in 7th last season. I feel like they overperformed there, and that was with Europa League, I believe. I think they were in Europa League last season. So a 7th place finish and also being in Europa League, pretty good. And they did make it quite far. I'm not sure how far, but pretty far. So good on them, but I see them faltering a little bit just because the other teams are a bit better and seem to have a little more consistency. So yeah, Granada in 9th. 8th place now, I have Athletic Bilbao finishing in 8th. I love this team, and I feel like I should put them a little higher because I do respect their team a lot. They won the Spanish Super Cup up against Barcelona, so very good on them. I watched that full match. They played really well. Can't take anything away from them. But then again, we beat them in the Spanish Cup. So, but still, they're a fantastic squad, and take nothing away from them. They have great players, and I feel like they can definitely do a lot more than what I'm putting them. But I just see them in 8th because they do tend to lose a few games that they shouldn't and tie a few games that they really shouldn't either. So yeah, 8th place for Athletic Bilbao, but I can definitely see them finishing higher. 7th place now, a team that I absolutely love, mostly because they have 2 Mexicans in their team, Andres Guardado and Diego Lainez. If you guys know who they are, you of course know that they are Real Betis. Real Betis, I will put them in 7th place because I feel like they're a fantastic squad. Again, they have 2 Mexicans, so I'm a little bit biased, and I hope they finish a little higher. But anyways, 7th place for Real Betis is not, I feel like that's a great accomplishment for them, and it's not too hard for them to get there. They have a great manager. I believe it's still Manuel Pellegrini, who is a great manager who used to manage Manchester City back in the day. But now I feel like they have a good squad, and they should be able to finish comfortably around Europa League spots. 6th place team, another team that I absolutely love, is Rao Sociedad. They have a fantastic squad filled with a lot of young talent like Alexander Isak and Mikel Oyarzabal. I love them. They're absolutely amazing, and I feel like they'll do really well in this season, and I hope they do well because I love this team. This team is a fantastic team, and I hope they go on to push on for the Europa League. I believe they're in the Europa League this season, and I hope they can push on to win it. And yeah, I feel like even though they'll be in the Europa League, I feel like they'll still do a really good job in the league as well. In 5th place is Villarreal. Villarreal is a fantastic squad who actually won the Europa League up against Manchester United in the final and are currently facing Chelsea. I haven't seen the match, but I'm recording this as the match plays on, so I'll see if they'll end up winning it. I doubt it, but I feel like they'll put up a good fight up against Chelsea. Anyways, Villarreal will actually be in the Champions League because they won the Europa League, so it will be tough for them, and I don't see them cracking into the top 4, obviously, because I'm putting them in 5th. But yes, I will put them in 5th place because I feel like they'll still have a fantastic squad with enough squad depth to actually push on further in the Champions League and do well in the league. So yeah, good job, Villarreal. Top 4 now for the Champions League spots. First place in 4th, well, first time in 4th. First team in 4th is what I should say, Sevilla. I put in Sevilla in 4th place because, of course, the top 3 is nearly untouchable. But anyways, in 4th place I have Sevilla. I love Sevilla. They have a fantastic squad, as I've said, for all of these teams practically. Sevilla just have a wealth of talent, and they have a pretty decent manager, and I think that they'll do well. They do well in the Europa League, but they're going to be in the Champions League now, so we'll see. We'll see how far they get in the Champions League. Last time, I think they got knocked out by Dortmund in the round of 16, so it sucks. So it sucks, but still, Sevilla are a fantastic squad, and I feel like they'll do really well in this league term. So yeah, 4th place. So top 3 now, of course, it'll be between these 3, Barcelona and the 2 Madrid clubs. It'll be tough. It's gonna be tough for all 3 of these teams, and I feel like it'll definitely be a 3-horse race for this title. But in 3rd place, just falling out of 2nd place, I feel like it will be Real Madrid, mostly because they have lost their 2 main defenders. I mean, it's not fully confirmed, I believe, for Rafael Varane, but Sergio Ramos is definitely gone, and I feel like they haven't brought in a solid replacement for either of them. They brought in David Alaba, but I don't see him playing that well. I mean, he started off as a left back, and he still technically is a left back. It's just that he's been playing most of his games as center back. He is good at center back, but not as good as he is at left back. It'll be tough for Real Madrid to be without their main captain and their other main center back, and Rafael Varane. I know they were out injured for a few games, but still, it'll be tough for Real Madrid to actually recuperate that solid defense that they are known to have. They have a solid left back in Benjamin Mendy, and technically a good backup in David Alaba and Marcelo. And then, of course, they have David Alaba and Eder Militao and Nacho Fernandez and Vasquez and Carvajal right back. But still, this team still, it screams leaky defense, apart from Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut Courtois will definitely be their best part of the defense. So, yeah, I think Real Madrid will struggle. Not too much, but they'll be in 3rd place. In 2nd, I have Atletico Madrid. I will just say it straight out because I'm a Barcelona fan. I'm definitely biased. I will not negate that, but still, I feel like Atletico Madrid have made some fantastic signings, have a great squad, and I mean, they brought in Rodrigo de Paul, which I think is a fantastic signing. I think they will get rid of Saul either to Barcelona or to another team, but either way, I still feel like Atletico Madrid have a full squad, full of talent, who are young, who are experienced, who have a lot of just overall talent, and they have the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion, Jan Oblak. I feel like they'll do really well, but it's just, I feel like they'll slip in the crucial moments, which will let Real Madrid and Barcelona exploit that and get above them. But of course, I feel like I put Real Madrid in 3rd, so that means I feel like Atletico Madrid will just finish in 2nd, barely. But anyways, I feel like it'll be very close between all 3 teams, and it'll be within 3 points of each other, all 3 of them. But yeah, so Atletico Madrid in 2nd place. Sorry, they won't be able to retain their crown, and it'll be a completely different team winning it for a 3rd season straight in a row. So it was Real Madrid, then Atletico, and now I'm guessing Barcelona to win it in this 3rd season. So yeah. So winning the Spanish league, I have, of course, my very own Barcelona. I know they lost the best player to ever play the game, Lionel Messi, and it sucks. But I still think they have a fantastic squad filled with a lot of talent, a lot of youngsters, a lot of experience that can actually push on to win this league. Champions League, that's a completely different story. I'll talk about it later once the draw is done, finished. Anyways, Barcelona, I feel like they have a great squad that can actually finish in 1st and win this La Liga. They need to win it. They haven't won it in 2 years, so they kind of need to, even without their main talisman, Lionel Messi. Ansu Fati's coming back hopefully in September. Memphis Depay is proving great signs. Yusuf Demir, their new signing, who is actually younger than I am. he is proving to be a beautiful young talent, just like Pedri. And Pedri has actually just come back from his holiday, I guess, his vacation, which he could have taken longer. But anyways, I feel like Barcelona definitely still have a fantastic squad. Their kit is actually growing on me. But anyways, Barcelona have a fantastic squad, and I feel like they can win this league. Hopefully they will. That's why I have finishing in first, and that's why I have as the Spanish champions. Anyways, that's been me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Hopefully I get these predictions right and late.